Did you know that garlic is our best friend, at least when it comes to cancer prevention? Hey everyone, welcome back. This is day 2 of our Proven Cancer Strategies Revealed 90 Days to Cancer Resilience in our series. So I'm Debbie Sadie and I am glad that you're here. I want to start with a quick analogy for you today. Imagine that your body is a race car, a high performance race car, and we need to treat it that way. So when it's running at its best, you wouldn't just put any fuel in it, would you? I don't think so. Well, you want to pick a high quality fuel that ensures the best performance, and the same thing goes for our bodies. We want to put in the highest quality foods so that we can prevent diseases like cancer. So, yesterday we started off our series with the basics on nutrition in cancer prevention and made a simple change by swapping out those unhealthy junk food snacks for something like seasonal fruits. And I hope that you are looking to implement that uh, into your lifestyle. All right, today we are going to dive a little bit deeper into the role of nutrition in cancer prevention. And when I say cancer prevention, I'm also talking about people who are survivors who want to uh, make sure that there is no reoccurrence. And if you are on treatment now, this also applies to you as well, because we want to nourish our body for the best outcome that we can have. Because, like a race car, if we put the right fuel in, we are giving our body its very best. So, when it comes to nutrition, we're going to look at some research because research actually has found that a diet rich in plant based foods does help to protect against cancer. And it's because these foods are packed with antioxidants, they have vitamins, minerals, and they support our immune system and help to maintain our cellular health. I want to just talk a bit about metabolic nutrition. And that is just very briefly is the concept that focuses on how our diet affects our metabolism, particularly how efficiently our bodies can convert food into energy and how well our liver functions. And we can look at very specific parts of the body and very specific functions within the body. But when it comes to our overall health, we need to look at the overall body because at the end of the day, our body has ways that it can use different functions. It can store things when it's a well-oiled machine like our race car, and it needs to have take into account that well-engineered framework altogether. And just looking at one specific part isn't going to help us overall. So we always need to think about the overall body, not just the specific pieces. But when it comes to our metabolic nutrition and metabolic health, one of the key aspects is maintaining a healthy liver. And so our liver plays a crucial role in metabolizing our hormones, and that includes estrogen. When our liver is functioning properly and optimally, that helps to regulate our estrogen levels, and ensures that they stay within a healthy range. And when it comes to some cancers, issues with high estrogen levels can actually be linked to liver dysfunction and poor metabolism. High estrogen levels have been associated with the increased risk of certain cancers, including breast cancer. And supporting our liver through proper nutrition can help us to maintain those hormone levels, like estrogen levels, effectively. Let's look at a couple of studies. I mentioned that research has found that a whole food, plant-based lifestyle can help to prevent cancer. So I wanted just to highlight 3 studies. So the first study was published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology in 2012, and it found that women who consumed higher amounts of cruciferous vegetables had lower risk of breast cancer recurrence. The researchers observed that the compounds in these vegetables, and it's specifically in these cruciferous vegetables, might help to detoxify the carcinogens in the body and help to protect our DNA. There's a second study, and this is the Nurses' Health Study, which has been ongoing since 1976, and they do periodically release results from the study. And it showed that women who ate more fruits and vegetables, particularly those rich in carotenoids, had a reduced risk of breast cancer. Carotenoids are found in colorful vegetables and fruits like carrots, sweet potatoes, our leafy greens, and they are known for their antioxidant properties to help protect against cell damage. And the third study that I wanted just to highlight was published in the International Journal of Cancer in 2007, and it did a study which indicated that a diet high in fiber was associated with a lower risk in breast cancer. So the fiber helps to regulate hormones like estrogen by binding it and removing it from the body, thereby reducing our risk of hormone-related cancers. So let's turn to a quick summary of some specific foods that have been shown to be cancer preventative. All right. We're going to start with number 1 is our cruciferous vegetables. And we heard about that in our study that cruciferous vegetables are vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. There's also arugula and bok choy is another one. So you can look up all the different cruciferous vegetables. They have these compounds that kind of smell like sulfur. So if you think about Brussels sprouts when you cook them, these vegetables are rich in compounds that will help to detoxify potential carcinogens and help to support our liver function. So these ones are good to eat. Berries is number 2. They are things like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are high in antioxidants. They have vitamin C and polyphenols that will protect the cells from damage. And blueberries particularly is a very huge superfood. Leafy greens is number 3 on the list. So you can eat things like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, are all packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that will support our overall health. Garlic and onions is next on the list. These contain sulfur compounds that can enhance the body's natural defenses and support liver health. For garlic, the when you're eating it, a tip is to maximize its benefits by crushing it or cutting it up, chopping it up, and letting it sit for 10 to 20 minutes before using it. And this will allow the cancer-fighting compounds to be released and to actually function properly. So this is something to keep in mind when you are preparing your food. If the recipe has garlic and you're going to chop up some garlic, do that first on your list. And then our last item that we have on this list, and this is not exhaustive, and nor is it in any order, is turmeric. So turmeric contains curcumin, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory compound that has numerous health benefits. And the tip for turmeric is the best absorption to combine the turmeric with black pepper. That enhances the curcumin absorption by, get this, up to 2,000%. So when you are having turmeric, make sure you also pair it with black pepper. And so here are our tips for today for when you want to, and that is to incorporate cancer-preventing foods in your lifestyle. So add some berries for breakfast. You can mix your berries in your oatmeal. You can have it in a smoothie. You could just have them plain and just eat them the way they are. They don't have to go with anything. And if you are really in the mood, you can always have strawberries with healthy chocolate. I'm saying healthy chocolate, not any chocolate. And if you want to know more about healthy chocolate, send me a comment and I will give you a link to healthy chocolate. Now we can also add leafy greens to your meals. So your lunch and your dinner, make sure you are having leafy greens. And it is so easy. You can buy a leafy green mix, a spring mix, a whole bunch of just plain leafy greens. You could have spinach. However you want to do it, add that to your meals. I take a big handful of leafy greens as part of my lunch and my dinner. My leafy greens and toppings fill half of my plate. You can also cook with garlic and onions. I know some people have sensitivity, but if you don't, make sure you're using garlic and onions. And those are great in soups, in stews, in sauces. And as I said before, remember to crush or chop your garlic and let it sit for 10 to 20 minutes before you use it to really release those beneficial compounds. Try some turmeric. You might be surprised if you're not used to using it. It can be added to curries, soups, and even your smoothies for a nutritional boost. And don't forget, remember to add the black pepper as well. And you can snack on your cruciferous vegetables. You can cut up some broccoli, some cauliflower, and some Brussels sprouts. Keep them in your fridge handy for a snack or as a quick addition to a meal. And one of the things you can do if you don't like them plain is have a dip like a hummus dip, which is also plant-based, and the chickpeas in the hummus give us a lot of fiber, which is also good for us. And so our action step for today is to add at least one cancer prevention food to your meals. Start by adding berries in your breakfast or including your leafy greens with your lunch and dinner. And these small changes can make a big difference. OJ, any questions for today?
Yeah, I have a question. So,
Yes.
my question is about ginger. You mentioned garlic, you mentioned turmeric, very effective in cancer prevention. So, I also want to know, what has ginger got to do in the role of cancer prevention?
So that's a good question, and ginger is very good. It is really what does well for our digestion, and is something that is also good to add. In terms of its specific impacts for cancer, I'm going to get back to you tomorrow on that one. But definitely, ginger is good to add to your diet because it is very good for our digestion and our gut health and our digestion is key. We'll talk about this more as we go on in the series, but that is a key part of our healthy nutrition and keeping our body healthy and running like that well oiled race car that we talked about. All
Okay,
right.
thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So I am going to encourage everyone to share your favorite cancer preventive foods and recipes in the comments. Let's inspire each other with healthy choices and make sure you join us tomorrow for day 3 of our series. We will talk about understanding the whole food, plant based diets, and diving a little more into that. And until then, enjoy your healthy meals and stay committed to your wellness journey. Remember, nutrition is a powerful tool for nurturing your health and supporting your body's natural balance. We will see you tomorrow.